pues siempre te veo muy feliz. No seas egoísta, presta el cuento.
My name is Matt Skinner, Salinas, California, 17 years old. This is my 71 Volkswagen Super Beetle. When I first got this thing, it was basically stripped down to nothing. Then kind of did my own work, wanted to make it my own style, didn't want to really go off other people's style. So what I did, first thing I did, I lowered it from the front. I use lowering struts rather than just cutting the springs. If you cut the springs, your riding will be a whole lot different. You will feel like you're riding on rocks the whole time. Around here, normally the gas tank is under here. So what I did is I custom made this to hide all my wiring behind here. And basically to make everything look clean so no one really sees the wires, no one sees the mess. How old are you? 17.
You're 17. When did you start working on this project?
Right after my 17th birthday. So what I did, these seats had a kind of a headrest at first, and I didn't really like that look. So what I did, I took all the padding off and I chopped it straight through. But the problem when you chop these, there's a bar that goes all the way through and kind of rounds up for the headrest, so it has a support. So when I cut that, I had to reinforce it by putting a metal bar going across. And I tack welded on each side so it'd be stronger. After I got it running, or after I got it all sitting perfect, you could roll it down the street, I started working on the motor. Basically, this is a 1600 single carb alternator, all chrome. Original fan shop, dual port. This dress up kit, painted the block white. Kind of wanted to stand out, didn't really want to be like everyone else's. Stock carburetor, doesn't really give me too much trouble, so I had to clean out the bowl. I had to break it all the way down, re-bush some stuff. Bosch distributor with a empty cap, which is if you want to go for like shows, you want to go for looks, that's what you do. You put everything on match your car. But if you're trying to build a daily driver, I recommend you just get the normal stock cap because those do not last very long. I got the 4-speed transmission, stock. The original fenders on this are supposed to have smaller lights like this one. But whoever had the bug before me wrecked it and messed up the back. So when I got the bug, I put these fenders on. These are off of a 73. They're not the original ones because they're fiberglass. The original fenders are metal, or they're sheet metal. They came with some regular lensed lights, but I kind of wanted to like touch it up, so I bought the clear ones because you don't see them around. Put the chrome firewall just for the look. Working on lowering the back because right now I have the rake look, which means the front is lower than the back. So I have that. I had it for about 6 months. It took me 3 months to get it going, and basically start from scratch.
I noticed you got an Alvarez Eaton in the back.
Yes, sir. I started outside linebacker for them. We didn't really have the best season this year, but you gotta give it your all.
This is like a real 1950s Americana. Build your hot rod when you're in high school.
Yeah, basically. When I first started building my own car, I got laughed at. People were telling me that's going to be held together by duct tape and super glue. But obviously not. When I first got this car, I wanted to make it sound good, but I didn't want it to just be all bass. When I was growing up, my dad had a Volkswagen too, but he had a Cabriolet Rabbit. He had 412s in it, and during competitions he would hover quarters. I wanted to get to that point, but unfortunately I could only fit 10s, so that's what I put back here.
Baby, just like that. Things come out when it's time to shake.
It's not too much because I don't want to overkill it. So when I first thought about putting a box in, I wanted to maximize my airspace. I didn't want just a box and just have it real thin. I wanted to get as much air as I can, so when it hit, it really hit and you felt it. I could have made it flat, but I decided to go on an angle because when it hits, it kind of vibrates the whole car and gives you the whole feel Other than when it's flat, your airspace is constricted so much more that it won't give you the same knock. My amps, I did not want my amps for everyone to see. So what I did, I kind of made the floor pan, and I'm just running a Bosch 500 watt amp with the cap, which is an inline battery, so it doesn't draw energy from your battery. It draws it from its own separate battery, so I could play music all day, and I could start my car at the end of the day. I could get my frequency so low that if I would push my car, it would shatter all the glass in my car. But I do not want to go to that level. Again, onto the cow look. You gotta keep everything as visual as you can, but you gotta make it look show worthy. I went with the 5 mirror because they're unique. I don't think you see them really anywhere on this in this show. Painted it red to match the car. Basically, in the next moves I'm gonna do with this car, I'm gonna put airbags. I just ordered them, and that's this, my car.
Pues siempre te veo muy feliz. No sé